Hey, how y'all doing? Good afternoon, maybe. It's afternoon for us. It's Friday afternoon, actually. We're out here on the lake today. We're on that spot. If y'all remember, a few, which I hadn't posted a lot of videos, but quite a few videos ago. The Easter brush pile. We're out here on it right now, trying it out. So here it comes across the graph, right there. But we're gonna try it out, see how it's doing. Like the last couple of times that I fished it, it hadn't done real well. So it shows, on that radar, it does show some fish on it. So let's see if we can't get off of it. Out here, use this little black chartreuse skirt tube jig. It's by those guys. I get them at Walmart. It's the XL jig. Has a lot of action to it when you get it in the water. Put that dude on. Stand out. See what happens here. Like I said, the last couple of times I've got out here on this little deal, it hadn't really produced a whole lot, if anything. So it don't do anything. We got some more to go check out, but 13.5 foot of water is what we're looking at. Oh, there's a fish. Well, there was a fish. That's felt pretty positive right there. Let's see if we can get him to come back and eat again. I had a lot of slack in my line then. Come on, dance. Let's dance. Fish felt pretty aggressive, actually. Might have been old black bass down there. He may have my skirt around my ankles. Let's see. No? Probably him right there. See that little yellow spot above that trash right here? That's probably that fish. We'll go back out there and see what we can get to bite again. Using a 16th ounce weight regular jig head. Kind of letting it float down there real easy like. There was a fish. It's the second one I missed. There we go. Spit it out. Quick. Catch and release. Yeah, that was. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and put y'all on. See if y'all can see what we're looking at here. Felt the bump. They're hitting it pretty quick. Little weight. All right, we got him. Oh, that's a dandy. That's a dandy right there. That's a good 11-inch crappie right there. Ooh. Put him back. What I like to do is just swing it out there a little bit, and that light jig will just kind of float down there. And I kind of know that's about the end of the brush pile where that's going to end up, and I just kind of swing it on down. And you know, you don't have to give it a lot of presentation at all. Most time they'll hit it before it even gets to be up and down, you know, straight up and down from the weight to the tip of the rod. May have a fish on now. Yep. Pretty quick. Woo! Look at the mouth on that dude. Hey, he looked like he could swallow a softball when he come out of that water. But you know, he's really not that much bigger than that one we just put back. I like his summertime crappie fishing. Just like that. Not a bad one. Put him right back in. Go chase us another one down. Just cast her out there and we'll let her float on down. See, I like I was talking about, which this line here, it's not real high visibility line. It actually blends that water pretty good, but I'm getting a few taps right there. I may have a fish on. I'm kind of watching. Yep, there he is. Spit it out. That's what we call quick release. But watch your line. It'll tell you a lot of what's going on, because that jig's real light. And what I'm watching for is I'm trying to keep some of the slack out, but it's got a bow in it, you know. So I'm letting that lure, you know, make its own presentation as it's falling towards that top of that brush pile. But, and then, you know, see, I pull the rod back, but I'll chase that line back with it, see. But when you'll see that line pop, you may not feel it, but you'll see that line pop a little bit, or you may even see a bunch of slack in there. And that lets you know you might have a fish on. Well, we're back on the water again. This Sunday morning is, unfortunately, we'll have to go back in this afternoon. So, you know, on our crappie fishing little deal we did Sunday, or Friday, I'm sorry. I didn't charge my batteries for R2D2, and so they didn't last very long. And I think actually one of those batteries may be a dead battery, because it wouldn't even show up on the charger when I plugged it in. So, but we got a new battery on it now, and so now we're picking up a few crappie here. Here's one right there. Come on. It's like if I let him flip off, but he's not going to. So, you know, some of these earlier in the springtime and even last year, I was catching a lot of, this won't be borderline 10 inches. 9 7/8, 9 3/4, and that's always just kind of been the joke. Get off their line. But I think our crappie have grown up. I've caught some nice ones this weekend. I think I was explaining to y'all Friday when I got rudely interrupted by a battery issue how I do these. And you know, I don't have a high visibility line, but I can still see it with my bipolar sunglasses. So I can watch my line, and I don't just give it a lot of slack and free fall it. I just keep the line where it's got just a little bit of pull on it, but you can definitely see a fish when he hits that jig. If you don't feel the thump, a lot of times you can watch your line and tail, and then, you know, give it a little bit of tension. You can feel if he's there or not. I'm using a real light jig. It's a 1/16 ounce jig. I'm just letting that dude just float around. There's a bite right there. That's a good fish. I'd make a taco. This fall I may do a catch and cook. I like several ways to do fish. You know, frying I think is a simple way to do it. But probably my favorite way right now, which it changes obviously, is to make some fish tacos. Well, we just come across a new brush pile I didn't know about looking at my graph, and we've got crappie. I was going from the Easter brush pile to the old brush pile back on this little point over here that I found a few years ago. And just kind of, I'm in a creek channel is what I'm following, but lo and behold, I come across a signature that looked like a brush pile, and it's not a bad brush pile. Looking at the size of it, it's got some good characteristics to it. Yeah, here's one. I think he'd keep. We're not going to.